Subscribe, please click the like button, share and subscribe. It's free.
Refresh my memory. When was that? When you attended the course on CMS?
On the CMS.
CMS, yes.
The CMS was in Cape Town.
Yeah, you said in 2002. That's by my colleague.
And in 2002 was the identification course.
Oh, identification course. Okay.
2002 ngangiyowenza le nto identification course ukuthi form.
And the CMS course, did you do any courses on CMS?
Well, your CMS khona ifundo
CMS.
Yes.
CMS we attended, I think it was in Cape Town. I can't recall which year.
CMS ayifunde Cape Town. Angisakhumbula ukuthi kwakuyimuphi unyaka.
I'm not sure if it's 2014, but somewhere there.
Angisakhumbula noma kwaku-2014 kodwa kuyingaso leso sikhathi.
Was it presented by Bruce Moran and John Modan?
Presented by Bruce Moran
and John Modan.
No, John Modan.
I can't call it both of them, but John Moran was there.
Okay.
John Moran wayakhona angisakhumbula udumo.
How long was that course in Cape Town?
Manje-ke lesi sifundo lesi sathatha isikhathi esingakanani?
I can't remember whether it was a week, but it was within a week something. But I can't remember how.
Angisakhumbula ukuthi yathatha ibhibhilo kodwa ingathi yayikhona lapha kwembi kodwa angisakhumbula ukuthi kwathatha isikhathi esingakanani.
When I was going through your CV, Lieutenant Colonel, in all your affidavits, in terms of Section 212 of the Criminal Procedure Act, 51 of 1977, there is nowhere in your CV, your curriculum vitae, where you made reference to the CMS course that you attended in Cape Town in 2014. Do you have any reasons not to do so?
I-CV yakho ayikhombisi lutho ukuthi wayefundile eCape Town, i-CMS. Yindaba-ke i-CV yakho ingenako lapho?
No, I have no reason why I didn't put it. It's not the only course that I did that's not on my CV.
Oh, okay, no, it's fine.
Ngiyona kuphela i-course engayibhalanga ku-CV yami.
Is it correct, Lieutenant Colonel, that this term, the CMS, which is the consecutive matching striation, is defined as striated markings that line up exactly with one another without any break or dissimilarity between them?
Iqiniso ukuthi lo CMS ukhuluma ngemigqa ebonakala ifanana kungekho kwehlukana kule migqa lena.
That's correct.
Yebo kunjalo.
Is it also correct, Lieutenant Colonel, that in the interpretation of striate significance, one must look at the reproducibility of the striated marks?
Iqiniso ukuthi ubheka le migqa kufanele ubheke nokuthi uthatha le migqa kungafuneka kangakanani.
That's correct, yes.
Yebo kunjalo.
Is it also correct that secondly, the striated marks must be of the same character or continuity? Do you confirm that?
Iqiniso ukuthi le migqa le ifanele ibe nokufanana kakhulu.
That's correct, yes.
Yebo kunjalo.
So now, I just want us now, Lieutenant Colonel, to refer to your exhibits, the court chart. You can, may I request, my lord, that it be beamed for purposes of my cross-examination and for the benefit of our clients. I've taken you through the record, Lieutenant Colonel, the proceedings of the 30th of August 2023, page 81. You told this court that In the first exhibit, that is exhibit X13E1, you could find 6 matching striation or stri. You confirm that?
That's correct.
Umbukiso lona X13E1 uthole imigqa eyisithupha efana nathi ye.
In exhibit X13E6, which is equivalent to exhibit X13A1, you make the markings. Do you confirm that?
That's correct.
Yebo ngakhona la engakhona ngangadweba kuleyo chart.
You will also correct me if I'm wrong, Lieutenant Colonel, that under cross-examination by my colleagues on this aspect of the consecutive matching striation, you told the court that you found 7 matching striations or even more. Do you confirm that?
Ungasetha isiqinisekiso sokuthi wena uthole imigqa eyisikhombisa nengaphezulu kwaloko ehambelanayo?
Yes, Madam, I said 7.
Yebo
On the first chart.
ngisho kanjalo ngathi le chart yokuqala lena ngiyithole ngaleyo ndlela.
You confirm that you even went to an extent to say that it could be even more than 7 striation that you found on exhibit X13.
Uqhubeke wathi
E1.
le migqa leyo itholile lapha ku-E1 ingaba ngaphezulu kweyisikhombisa?
That's correct.
Yebo kunjalo.
On exhibit X13E6, which is equivalent to exhibit X13E1, can you then show us, Lieutenant Colonel, the other striation or stria marks, which you say they could be 7 going upwards on the chart there? Can you show it? Can you show us?
Chart.
On exhibit X13E6, because on exhibit E1 you were requested to make the markings, and you indeed did so by making the markings which were handed in as exhibit X13E6 of the record.
Ngasikhombisa-ke lapha kwe-X13E6 neminye imigqa othi wayibona.
Because on the exhibit X13E6 you indicated that there were 6 matching striation. Do you confirm that, Lieutenant Colonel? Because on the exhibit X13E6 you indicated 6 matching striations. So I want you to indicate the 7.
Kulombukiso we-X13E6 ukhombe imigqa eyisithupha efana nayo.
Where is the 7th matching stri?
Ufike lo mugqa wesikhombisa ofana nayo nawo.
Well, I've counted 6 that I have marked here.
Yes.
But it's not all of them that I have marked. As I said, I've counted up to 6.
Okay.
You can still have the markings. Some of them, yeah, because out of focus, let's go to it. If you look at that 6 there, there's a mark there. And if you look at, like the way Advocate said yesterday, there are markings. Then here are the markings that you are referring to. And then they continue that side. There they are. The same as 3 here. There's 3. It continues like here because it did not touch the bullet properly. You cannot see them. They are not clearly visible. But when you go towards the end, then there they appear. The one that is there, which joins this one, so it's more than 7 today.
Ajayiningi iyabonakala le migqa la esithombeni and iyabonakala ukuthi ingaphezulu kwesikhombisa.
I'm sorry, my lord. I see that my client's hand, Mr. Mapisa, is up. May I approach him, my lord?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, my lord, for the court's indulgence. There is a concern from my client, Lieutenant Colonel, when you say there, he's not happy with that response. He has requested that you should, one by one, indicate and show them exactly which markings are you talking about.
My lord, the first one, there's the one inside.
Can you say your client must go there so that she must see what the kennel is pointing at? Say he must go there, the client. Because he says he wants to see them as being mentioned, but it's too far, he can't see them. He's indicating, my lord, that he's okay where he's sitting. So he can see clearly? He can, yes, he is.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, my lord.
My lord, on your left-hand side, you have your exhibit bullet. So there's your dividing line.
Yes.
So on the right-hand side is your exhibit bullet. I didn't mark them according to the sequence, but just mark them so that they can be clear. So one on the left-hand side is continue on the right-hand side, there's one. And two will be two on the second. So my first one will be this one, where one is pointing.
Actually, this is clinical, and you take out a glandula now by what I'm computed with. Who are in our house of England? Who found no one was so.
I'm sorry to distract you, Lieutenant Kenneth. May I hand the copy to, there's an extra copy. When the kennel is indicating, then he can refer to this copy. Thank you. Yes, then we can proceed, Lieutenant Kenneth.
Right, our two on our left-hand side is this, the big one that is continues there, crosses the dividing line, continues there.
Because number 2.
If you look at 3, as I said, 3 it looks like the railway line. It's two striations here.
Number 3, we have another
But if you look at this side, it's not that visible there. As I said, the possibility of the bullet being bent a little bit so that it does not touch properly the barrel of the firearm. But if you look towards the end there you railway line like 2 months.
Actually, I want to have the corner, the son of Konumukaro, the same time zombie, like Bonagari, that put to Kuga and Janot, me and I said to I was so good. Yabonagara put you to the gentleman Kurman. Now we're happy.
We have 4 there. There's our 4.
Now,
the dividing line continues that side.
our number 4, the Yabonagara Gucci, we are Kawaka, the Muka, the West Windsor, the Zinta baby. We are Bonagala Nanga, a pressure of the moon.
We have 5, there's our 5. Crosses that side also.
Now, number 5, we are Kawaka and a pressure.
Our 6 is there.
Hello, it's 2 Papi Abonagala now.
As I said, the 6 is not that, it's out of focus. Now, if you look at your bullet, because your bullet is round, when you're focusing here, the other part becomes out of focus. So if you have to twist it towards the bend, you'll put it on focus, the part will be on focus, but the other part now will be out of focus. So the focus moved on this, was made on this part of your bullet. That's why there it becomes like it's out of focus, it's getting out of focus.
I want to go 6. Over it can be in the days. When I tell you, like Bonagara, we are living in Zanzibar, we are born like Bonagara and Julian.
And some of the marks that I did not mark because of this place where I said they are not that clearly visible. And they are there, but it's just that they are not that clearly visible. If you look towards the end again, there they are there. And these are the marks that the advocate showed me yesterday. He said, why didn't you count it? I said, I counted only 6 because you need only 6 to have it positive.
But uma kubala kwami ngibale indawo eziyisithupha ezifananayo ngoba kudingeka eziyisithupha kuphela.
So for the calculation, you are right. You need a group of 6 or a group of 3, a group of 2.
Yabo ngikhuluma iqiniso ngoba kudingeka eziyisithupha iy'ndawo ezifananayo noma ufuneke lapho khona namagroup amabili.
Yeah, you need a group of 6 or 2 group of 3 in the same relative position. You confirm that?
That's correct. This is the same relative position.
Athi yebo kuyiqiniso la sibona khona siyabona ukuthi iy'ndawo ezifananayo.
I just want to find out, Lieutenant Colonel, after we have calculated, let us say, a group of 2 group of 3 in the same relative position, and after you made the calculation of that group, you find that there is a break in the sense that in the bullet, the test bullet, you find that there are striations which do not overlap to the exhibit bullet. What do you do under the circumstances?
Manje uma kukhona nokunqamuka ukuthi-ke lapha ku-test bullet yabona ukuthi kunemigqa le ebonakalayo kodwa-ke ingabonakali ukuthi mhlawumbe lena isikhombiso kwenza kanjani uma kunjalo.
If you have a break,
If they are not consecutive, let us say on the scene bullet, you find that there is 3 striations which do not overlap to the test bullet. What do you do under the circumstances?
Khona imigqa esemhlawumbini le etholakala esigomeko kodwa engaveli ingaqhubeki ukuthi iyovela lapha kule nhlamvu kuhlolwa ngayo kwenzani uma kunjani.
if you find 3 that does not overlap on the other side,
Let us say you find 3 smashing striations. When you count 1, 2, 3. And then from there is a break in the sense that the striations are not on the test bullet, they are only on the exhibit bullet. What do you do under the circumstances when you encounter that? You continue to count. Basically, that is the question that I want to pose to you.
you have 3 that matches.
Yes.
Then you go for a follow-up on the same bullet, but on the same relative positions.
Manje uma kunjalo-ke kumele uqhubekele phambili uyofuna okulandelayo kodwa-ke ufune imigqa kusey'ndaweni ezifananayo kulezi ntambo zombili.
So the same relative position is within the same groove that you are looking for striations. You confirm that?
Within the same groove.
Yes, the relative position is within the same groove where we are looking for striation marks.
It can be in the same groove, it can be the next groove.
Angenzeka ukuthi isemseleni owodwa noma isemseleni olandelayo.
The calculations, Lieutenant Colonel, I just want to be clear on this. You find 3 matching striations on one relative position in one groove. Do you continue to count on the next groove, or that will be your conclusion that you find sufficient markings in that groove?
Musuqhubela komunye umselo uqhubeka ngokubhala noma ubona uqalela phansi ukubhala.
It says 6 matching striations or 2 sets of 3.
Yes.
If I found 3 here, then I'll go look for the other 3 on the other, the next groove or on the next length, which are on the same relative position as the ones on the exhibit bullet.
Hayi bese ngithole imigqa emithathu ngaba ngiyofuna imigqa emithathu efana nokuba sendaweni efana nayo kule enye indawo.
Lieutenant Colonel, our expert, Mr. Dave Peters, is going to come and testify that at point number 1, you see point number 1, that is on exhibit X136. On point number 1, he agrees that the striate marks, they correspond in width, height, and depth. He agrees with you. In the sense that there is a special relationship with regards to the individual peaks that you found at point number 1. Is in the same agreement with your point, which you mark as point number 2 on exhibit X13 E6. At point number 3, Lieutenant Colonel, between point number 2 and point number 3, how many striations did you find when you were doing your examination? On the left hand side. On the left, that would be your
exhibit bullet.
Yes.
Between point number 2 and striation 2 and striation 3.
Yes.
How many striations do I see?
Yes.
These ones here.
Yes.
The ones that I said is like a railway line.
Yes.
It's those ones. Yes.
How many are there?
There are 2.
And then on the exhibit bullets, how many are there?
On the exhibit bullet,
on the chest bullets, I'm sorry, Lieutenant. On the chest bullets.
on the test bullet, they are visible there towards the end of.
How many are visible?
All 2 of them are visible there.
According to the defense expert and the defense, there is only one that is visible, that is towards the end. In fact, that is what you testified about earlier on, that there is only one. You said there is only one. That is what you told this court earlier. Now, when I'm asking you or cross-examining you on this aspect, you say that there is 2 striations on the test bullet.
But I said they run like a railway line. These 2 here. And there they are.
When you say railway line, you mean they're parallel?
They are running parallel.
They're parallel.
That's correct, madam.
An object can be parallel if it doesn't have a relative.
Yes.
One next to it.
My lord,
I say you can't talk of parallel if it is just one.
that's correct, madam.
So you compare the parallel with
parallel.
2.
That's
So you
correct,
see
madam.
2 there.
That's correct, madam.
When we're going going through this exhibit, there is 3 there. You see, Lieutenant Colonel, before point number 2, there's a third one there. So the 2 that you say they are running parallel like a railway line, there's a third one above that one. The big one, before that, before point number 2. Yeah, just come closer to the dividing line. There's a third one there. In fact, there are 3 on top of the 2 that you are. Yes.
This one.
No, I don't see it, Lieutenant Colonel.
You can still have to increase them. One of the
It's not there. As I'm putting it to you, Lieutenant Colonel. It's not there. On the test bullet, it is not there. It's only on the exhibit bullet on the left. Not that one. Just to finalize this, Lieutenant Colonel, the 2 that you say they are on the exhibit bullet.
No, we just respond. It says what you're saying is there, it's not there.
all of it's there, I can see.
Yeah, Mr. Mummer, just go and look there because he's showing you something and you say it's not there. And he says it's there. So go, the 2 of you.
Yes,
There.
yes, thank you. I can go. Also go with me.
As it is the court, my lord, I'm wondering if we can really also come here because later on we'll have to come and argue.
Hello?
I'm saying I was wondering if the court can also give us the indulgence to attend there because later on we'll have to come and
we can go
argue.
there. Because this evidence, we traversed it yesterday. I mean, listen, you took him through the same exercise. If you want to go there again, go there, please. Hey, my daughter.
Family, let's talk about Advocate Nxumalo. Umfowethu uNxumalo. The problem of Advocate Nxumalo is one. Whenever he is cross-examining Mangena, whoever is giving evidence or state witness, he has this, there's a weakness that he has to work on. The only weakness that Nxumalo has, he is always thinking that whatever question is asking the witness, the judge will easily object to it, like, or disturb him. Let me put it like that. He has very unique and very powerful questioning or cross-examining witnesses. But the problem that he faces, that he has to work on very hard, that I have noticed from him, it's weakening him instead of him standing firm. I know he can be brave. He can do things better. Because the line of questioning is very strong. Whatever he does in court, it's accordingly. But his weakness is one. He never leave looking at the judge. Before he asks a question, he will glance the judge. Immediately, while he's on the question asking, one eye is in the judge. He's always trying to see if the judge is not going to stop him from whatever he's asking. He should act like Msholo sometimes ignore and Mgomezul, they ignore and Mnisi. They don't have time for the judge. They don't look at the judge. They look at the witness. They face the witness until they hear that there is noise coming from the judge side. It's when they will start turning and find out exactly. Even if the judge is coughing, they will turn and look because he's got this tendency of disturbing everybody in court, even the cameras and the audio. It's always having his pen. He's knocking his pen, making noise with his pen every minute, every second. He's knocking the pen. I don't know if anybody can tell him from that court that mics are very sensitive. Any small noise that you make, it go into the system. So I wish somebody can address that one. So I was still on Mr. Numalo. I like his line of questioning, and he's a brave and very intelligent lawyer. But he has to leave this thing of cleansing the judge every minute, every second he's asking a question. Because it's like he's doubting what he's asking, not noticing how powerful what he's asking is. Because every question that he poses, the cross-examination, it's on point. But there's this thing that is in him of always want to cleanse on the judge. Every second he's cleansing. You pose a question, look at the judge. Okay, let's forget about Numalo, what he's doing. Let's go on with his cross-examination. I think what he did to Mangena was very powerful. All the lawyers who were in court, they proved to us outside there to understand that there is no case that these 5 accused are facing. But what they are facing a cruel judge, the winking judge, who's always winking, who's always communicating with Baloyi, communicating with state witnesses. Because this evidence that they have brought, if the witness is failing to answer the question, every time Rata, the judge, always try to come in so that everything can look like then bring up some stupid, it's kind of crazy. I don't know what kind of a judge that always try to help the witness, because his job there is to sit down, listen to the evidence, get points so that he can analyze who is telling the truth, who is lying. Does this puzzle connect nicely? If the puzzle is not connecting, then he will make his judgment. All judges does the same, that whenever something they don't understand, to get a clarification, not to guide the witness, but to get clarification. But what Judge Rata is doing, he's working as a prosecutor, he's working as a witness, he's working as a judge. He wears all the codes in one person who's supposed to be neutral, so that any judgment that he will pass, everybody will be happy with it. That, okay, we saw the judge behavior was good, this was good, but there's nothing good that we see from the judge. You can't have a judge who's helping witnesses. You can't have a judge in court who is always winking to witnesses and the prosecutor. You can't have a judge who cannot close his mouth all the time. He wants to fight the defense. Any mistake the defense does, he just shoot on them. But when the state or the witness make a mistake, he mold it to look good. Even Baloyi, when he make all this kind of stupid mistake that he make every day, there's no day he doesn't make it. The judge will come with kids' gloves and try to help Baloyi. He never come hard on Baloyi and tell Baloyi, hey, this is enough. Remember, this is a court of law. You shouldn't behave like this. Give the defense whatever they need in time. Don't just bring it in the morning and do this. Okay, now there are discrepancies here. How do discrepancies come into play here? How do we have these ghost documents or affidavits in court? It's the work of the judge to try and understand, because if you balance the equation, it makes sense to the next person who is listening. But if the judge tend to be a witness, a judge, a state witness, and a prosecutor, then that becomes a tavern. No wonder what the newspaper said about what is going on in court, and he felt bad. It's exactly what is happening in court, and it's done by you, judge. We have to say it outright right, that you are causing this problem. You are making this court to be a tavern. You yourself, nobody else. Even these advocates, they respect you all the time. They say, my lord, my lord, my lord, my lord, my lord, my lord. But Mr. Mnisi, Mr. What? They don't accuse you of that. You were forcing them to call Colonel Spain. You want them to call somebody with a title who has already resigned from the police force, but you were forcing them to do that. I don't know what the judge is trying to do in this case. He's just fooling us. Everybody is fooling everybody. Family, what do you think about this judge? Every time Nxumalo say, There's a line that is not there. There's a line that is not visible. All the lawyers have been saying one and the same thing, that there are lines that are, this bullet, it doesn't matter. The striations are not meshing. They are not there. Some are there, some are not there. So how did you come with this, that it was conclusive instead of inconclusive? Because you can see the striations are not making sense. You had a bullet. You tested the bullet before you get the gun. And you made your decision to go and get a gun to pin this guy for absolutely no reason, because there was no conclusive evidence. It was inconclusive when you tested the bullet only that was found in the scene of crime. But you decided to go and get the bullet, the gun, with inconclusive results. What informed you, Mr. Mangena, to go and get that gun? That part is missing from the defense. Because the defense, that is the question that they should have stick on. What informed, more especially Mshololo, because he did go into it. And Colonel said, yes, it was inconclusive. But the next question was, okay, instead of going on Mshololo, he laughed. She laughed. I don't know why she laughed, because she should have said, okay, I get you, Colonel. Then what informed you to go and get that gun from Cleveland? Because it should have been something that triggered him to go and fetch that gun so he can retest it to see if this, because the gun, as we see evidence coming from everywhere, the gun was once tested and accused number 3 was cleared. It has never been located doing any scene of any crime on Fosoras 636. Family, I will not talk too much. Let me just leave it there. But don't forget, family, to comment respectfully, like, share, and subscribe. Ngiyanithanda nonke ngothando luka-love. Ngithi kini baxulusi bantu bakithi, noma ngabe izindlu zodaka kusekhaya lapha. Bravo, bravo, family.